climbing up Mont Eagle now. Just at the base here. Just getting started good. Truck's been pulling just fine. Had it on cruise for a little bit. Trying to help our fuel mileage possibly. And then I took over manual control of the throttle just so I could kind of feel for myself how it was doing. I would officially say we're climbing right now. Current speed indicated of 69. Our RPMs are 2,500, so it's quite a bit higher than our little diesel was doing, but it's pulling it just fine. I will say, obviously you're not going to be able to feel or even see in the video, but just like our Tacoma, I feel these weird surges, these little bucks kind of, that I can't explain, but you definitely feel them, and like us climbing right now, I certainly feel them more when it's under load. The Tacoma did it too. Our little diesel doesn't do it. Our big diesel at work doesn't do it because I come this way a decent bit. I don't know if it's something about the valve timing or what, but I certainly do feel it. Now, somebody that's not particular, they maybe would never even notice. As far as power, we're doing just fine. 65 miles per hour. It's doing great. We're coming up on the sharp left-hand turn right after this. Hopefully we won't get tangled up with some of these trucks. But as far as power, this thing does make a little less power than the 5.3, but the neat thing is it makes its torque lower. Like this thing's torque rating is at 1,500 RPMs, whereas the 5.3, the torque on it, if I remember right, was like 4,500 RPM. So you got to twist the V8's a little harder than you do these boosted little motors. So this thing's just cruising along, no sweat. I've got nothing really bad to say about it. It's pulling just fine. About 2,400 pounds hanging off the bumper back there. Now, according to the computer, we are currently averaging 13.3, and we did reset this when we fueled up there at Shell, and I did fuel up similar to the fast lane truck, and that we only went one click over. So we let it run till it clicked, gave it half a second, one more squeeze, my ears just popped, one more squeeze, and that was it. So we didn't sit jockeying around with it, just one squeeze over when it stopped automatically. And so here we are doing 60. I'm just going to go ahead and roll into it a little bit, kind of see how it does. We're approaching the top. It's fine. It's not screaming or hollering, doing fine. Like, I mean, we're gaining really easy. And this is where it is definitely the steepest. I got to let out of it. Really good. I honestly, if I were buying a gas burning truck, I seriously think I would buy this over the 5.3. It does a great job. I'm sure the fuel economy will be better than a 5.3 would be. And honestly, it's just quieter. When you're just cruising down the road, this thing is silent. Whereas with the 5.3, we did have a 5.3 for a loaner last time our diesel was in the shop. And it's got that V8 burble. I guess some people kind of like that, but not really my jam. I prefer to, be a little quieter. So here's our exit. That was our pull. No complaints, plenty of strength. Now we're down to 13.1. We're actually at the top of the hill, and it's saying we got 13.1. That's a little lackluster, to be honest, but it had the power to do it, whereas our Tacoma would have got about 11, and it really was a terrible event. So no complaints, man. This is a two-wheel drive truck. I didn't say that earlier. This is a two-wheel drive with the 2.7. Oh, good grief, why are we stopping? Y'all gonna mess up a good video. So this is the two-wheel drive, and I do have it in tow haul. I am going to try the descent assist, or whatever they call it. I am going to put the cruise on about 55 when we start the descent and see what the transmission does, because it's supposed to be able to handle all that for you. So I'm kind of eager to see how that does. So we'll fire back up. Good gracious, these people. I mean, I'll mess up a video. And we don't edit videos because we're not that talented. So anyway, check us out on the descent, and we'll see how it does at about 55 with cruise control.